morning, guys. Welcome to another episode of A Life with Cars. Today we have something very special for you. My new friend Pepsi Joe, he contacted me after the last Beetle video, the Hemibug Beetle Juice. If you guys haven't checked that out up here in the corner. But today he has a very awesome Beetle of his own, and it is a very cool machine indeed. So let's go over and talk to Joe and see what this ride is all about. Today, by the way, we are on the Mississippi River, and this is a cool little spot that we have up in Alton, Illinois called Piasaw Bird, and it's an absolutely awesome cliff. I'll show you guys the cliff here. It's pretty neat. But let's walk over and talk to Joe. What's going on, Joe? How's it going? This is Pepsi Joe, everybody.
Nice to meet you.
So this is the machine here. I've seen it all over Facebook and seen some of the pictures that you've sent me and some of the videos. And so what year is this thing?
1959.
1959. Like we've talked, you know, in the past, I've really never seen a Volkswagen Beetle Gasser build.
Yeah,
so
right.
It's pretty sweet. Yep. Well, yeah, so what's kind of the rundown of this thing? Why'd you build it, and kind of what's it for?
Sure. About, I guess it's been probably 8 years ago, I got the bug as a project, and friends of mine and myself did the body work to it, and made it just into a regular bug, and then you just drive it around at different car shows and stuff, and it looks like everybody else's bug. And I was like, well, and I come down with I got diagnosed with Parkinson's. Right now I'm not shaking as bad as I normally do because I just took the medicine, but my wife, it was just getting worse and worse, and my wife's like, you need to build something that nobody else has seen before, Joe, before it gets too bad you can't even hold a wrench no more. I'm like, yeah. So talked to a few friends of mine and my wife, and we came up with the whole gasser idea, and
here it is.
5 years of love and work, hard work, and a lot of friends help, because it took a long time to build it, because sometimes you can hold a wrench, sometimes you can't, and here we go.
It's a passion project for sure, man.
A passion project. And once I started getting a building, I started going to drag week.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot of people doing drag week. I was like, man, I'd like to compete in that. So that's the main reason why I have a gasser now, is because it's got a trailer hitch on it. And we decided to build it for gas week. So we got a big enough motor in there, and it's reliable as the day is long. So I think it'll do just fine on drag week. And then of course they canceled it this year because of the whole COVID stuff.
Yeah.
Next year it should be good to go.
Should be good to
Yes,
go.
sir. Yes,
Man,
sir.
I'm excited to see it compete and see it on all like the 1320 videos and everything.
Yeah.
But we're gonna get it out before 1320. People just need to see this thing. I'm just gonna give you guys a little walk around, man. This thing's cool. So you were kind of telling me a little bit about the whole Pepsi thing, and what's the whole brand Pepsi and
I've never drank. I'm 50. I've never drank or did anything like that, so I've always drank Pepsi, and I covered Pepsi tattoos, and so my nickname, everybody started calling me Pepsi Joe because I like Pepsi and I own a lot of stock in it. And then, why not Coke Joe? Because nobody would talk to me if it was Coke Joe. So, Pepsi,
Of course.
I love the colors, red, white, and blue. It's just nice and bright and shiny.
Oh yeah.
Pepsi.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's sweet, man. Look at these little tiny tire guys. This is truly a gasser. So how does this thing handle with those tiny little tires? All right, cool.
100 mile an hour, straight as an arrow.
Awesome. That's crazy. But no, this thing's sweet. So are these like a cutout to where if you're running the track and
when we're drag racing?
Yeah.
Then this is the third motor we put in it over the last 3 years. The first one was a 408. Ended up having too much compression for street driving. You run 93 octane in it, so the first one had too much compression. We ended up popping the top off one of the pistons. The second motor went out about 2 months ago. It was a 400, and they've been bored 40 over. That's how we came with the 408. But it ended up pushing a piston through the side of the block, so there goes that motor. So this is the third motor we put in it. This is a 385 stroker. So I do need to change the writing on the fingers. It's a 385 stroker, so it gets up, and it should be the last motor we put in it, according to my engine builder.
Right. Let's hope so.
Well, I hope.
Man, that thing's sweet though.
Thank you.
What kind of power does it make? Have you dynoed it, or at least
no, we haven't dynoed it, but we're guessing. It ran 11.9 was my best time with the other motor.
Yeah.
No power adders or nothing. So this one's a little bit stockier and a little beefier. So we're guessing probably mid 11s, maybe low 11s.
Nice.
It gets a little squirrely though. At the big end.
Yeah.
That air gets underneath it, lifts it up.
Guarantee it. So yeah, let's take a look at the front suspension here. So what's the setup on this guy?
The frame I made from scratch. I built the frame in my garage. Rear ends have an S10. The axles we put in there from Yukon. The gears out of Yukon. The frame, like I said, I built from scratch right there in the garage. I made it where the body the body still sits on top of the frame like a normal Volkswagen. We bolted it all down. And the front suspension I got from out of Speedway catalog, because they have all kinds of cool stuff at Speedway. So it's just a straight axle kit from Speedway.
Nice.
And then, of course, the fender well headers.
Sure.
I got I like the old high-rise intake.
Oh yeah.
I would have ran a hood, but it won't clear the radiator.
Yeah.
I didn't know any other way to mount it.
Right.
So it sucks enough air in there, so it keeps it cool. So we can
Oh yeah.
But it would, if I would have put a hood on it, it'd shut down here, and the top of the radiator, obviously, you see sits up a little high.
Right. What's the deal with this expansion tank? Or?
Yeah, back in the day, these used to be the gas tanks. Obviously, they ain't the gas tank now, but they used to be the gas tank, and I think it looks good. It makes it fits the picture of the car.
Fits the vibe for sure.
My brother welded it up, and we put it on there. Right now, it was just eventually it'll be the overflow for the radiator.
Right. That's
right
pretty
now,
sweet.
Just on it for look.
So yeah, the inside.
Yeah, the inside. If you look close enough, you'll see the Pepsi symbol. I bead rolled it into the firewall when I made
sweet.
them. But I was going to paint it like the regular Pepsi symbol, but obviously, like with my hand shaking, I couldn't hold the paintbrush steady enough, and I kept dripping paint. So I got frustrated and walked away from it. My wife's like, just let the grandbabies paint it. So we took the paintbrush and that's what you got.
I mean, it looks cool though. Seriously, I mean, it's retro and it fits the vibe of Pepsi. And
I had the seats covered to match the steering wheel.
Yeah, that is sweet.
We got a 6-point cage in it, so we do race it.
You guys like tech to like 9s or 10s or? For the
no, it's 1150 is what we tech it at.
Gotcha.
If you're running faster 1150, then you got to get the whole other.
Oh, okay.
Another way, get the scatter shield for the transmission, all that. But
gotcha. So what's the rear setup? You said so. It's got an S10 diff.
It's got an S10 rear end in it. You've got Yukon axles and Yukon 342 gears in it. The ladder bars and stuff. My brother and a friend of mine named Chuck helped me make those, and we set it all up, and it'll hook. It used to hook out of the hole. This motor here is a little bit winds up a little faster,
Yeah.
so now it just wants to spin the
A little more power.
Right. And of course, you got wheelie bars on it.
Oh yeah.
One for the look, and two, I don't want that front end to come up.
Yeah. Not much contact patch on the front.
See the trailer heads for drag week. And then, this is where the motor used to be back in the day. Now that's the fuel cell. That's the halfway mark. So we know we got about 7 gallons in there right now. It holds
pretty nifty.
It holds 8 gallons and gets about 8 miles to the gallon. So basically
That's all you need. Why need a gauge, right?
That's right.
So how did you come upon this body here? Like, how did you find it, I guess?
Yeah, well, the car, I'm the third owner of the car. It belonged to a lady back when it first came out. And in the 70s, like late 70s, she got stuck on the Blanchette Bridge over there in Missouri going to work. It broke down. Well, the street department come and picked it up back then and took it to their impound yard. And one of the guys that worked at the impound yard contacted the lady. She gave him the car for super low money, he told me. And he's had it from like 77 till about 8 years ago. And he didn't do nothing else with it. He drove it around once in a while, got it fixed, drove it around. And then about 8 years ago, I saw it on Craigslist, and I needed a project, so I went over
and picked it up.
I picked it up from him, and here it is.
That's awesome. So, did you have to do much body work? I mean, obviously you painted it.
Yeah, Volkswagens usually tend to rust out along their the floor pans and stuff,
Yeah.
A Volkswagen is a two pieces. You got the body and the pan that sits on top of it.
Sure.
So we took the pan off, and my buddy Josh and I and some other friends, we got all the metal fixed and
cleaned it all up.
Yeah, Mako, believe it or not, did the white paint job, and my buddy Steve painted this all on here for me.
Nice.
Yep.
I was gonna say, I've been hearing some good things about Mako recently. I mean, they've been doing really well.
For the price they
Yeah.
charged me, it was very, very well done.
Yeah. What's the rear tire setup on here?
Those Mickey Thompsons, they do really well. They hook on the dirt. They'll hook on anything. But I've been wearing these out, so I got down to the wear indicators now. So I need to get some new ones.
Yeah. That's pretty sweet
I
though.
like the Krager looks because it kind of fits the.
Oh yeah,
70s
absolutely.
look on
It definitely looks good. Well, I guess we'll take it down the road here and see what she's all about.
Yes, sir. You guys ready?
Yep, we're going.
Here we go. True street car. You ready?
Yeah, here we go.
Get it pointed straight.
Damn, she got some power, man. She's a runner. Wow. She did grips like crazy. It gets out of the hole so good.
It does good. Even the speedometer works.
Yeah, that is so awesome. Oh, that's fantastic. Look at this view, guys. What a perfect day to be riding down the road. I know it's loud in here, but you gotta respect it.
Right.
It sits on the road just absolutely awesome. I mean,
You look at the drive right down the highway.
yeah, you would not expect that with those tiny front tires.
Right. Drive right down the highway.
Yeah.
Not bad for being built in the
Yeah,
garage.
exactly.
On a garage floor, huh? Just right on the highway. It's got everything but wipers. It's got a whole
Yep.
turn signal, everything you need to be street legal.
You just reach out.
Yeah, a little bit of rain expert.
Oh
A day to be out driving.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Love it. What a ride, guys. This guy loves this car, and that's all that matters, man.
I love it. I love it. I love showing it off. I love running it.
Yeah.
You know, like it looks the part, and it acts the part. You know, sure, it's not the fastest.
Yeah.
But man, I love driving it. It's so much fun.
That's
I
awesome.
don't want to go any faster.
We don't need to go any faster.
Yeah, mid-11s is fast enough.
I will have to say it tracks straight, and I mean unbelievable the way that this front suspension is, guys. I mean, absolutely awesome. It really surprised me. You know, you look at this thing with these tiny little tires that like resemble like a wheelbarrow tire, you know, quite frankly, but it just tracks straight and drives like a normal car. And this guy did this with a tape measure in his garage, so he did this whole car, man. So I'm definitely proud of him for everything.
Pictures out here.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the picture.
Oh,
Okay, cool.
and then you got the separating the body from the pan,
Awesome.
getting it ready for the metal work. Or after we did the metal work, we just put it back together. And there's me building the frame. Yeah. Plumb bobs to square everything up. Rear suspension.
Old school hot rod.
Yeah, buddy, making everything fit together. And then there's the frame once I got it all together and rolling. Just pushing it off to get it. My buddy Chuck helping me. Yeah, pushing it off to start painting it. I had the 5-speed in there originally, but the distance between the frame rail and the side of the transmission, right up here at the front where you got your slave cylinder, it didn't want to work for me, so we put the automatic in. Then putting the steering box in. And then now it's got the 350 turbo in it, transmission. Mocking it. That's how it looked before we cut it open and put that the motors in. There's the mock-up block. I'm cutting it out for the. That's a T-bucket radiator. Fuel tank's out of a dune buggy, holds 8 gallons. I made the fan shroud. There's a master cylinder under the floorboard on the driver's side. And me making the floorboards and the firewall. I had to paint the motor blue because I had to get a little bit of blue on it. And the headers. Wiring it up. And I put the roll bar in it. My buddy Dave and I. And of course, like I said, this is actually paint. We used the negative of the sticker.
Sure.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense.
It took my buddy 10 hours to tape it all off, and it took us about 10 minutes to paint it. It took him 10 minutes. There's my buddy Lee that painted it.
Measure twice, cut once.
That's right. Yeah, that's how she came to life.
That is so awesome.
My wife helping me with the seats. Like I said, having this Parkinson's, I can't hold. My cousin Lance worked. That's my tuner and my motor builder.
Yeah.
This is the third motor builder. Let's clarify that. And there's She's out of the garage and down to drag strip.
Oh yeah, that is awesome.
Yep. You see the, I changed the,
that's the little hatch.
Yep.
Oh, that's sick. Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, that's a trick. I like that. Easy accessibility. Well, what an awesome machine. I mean, having those pictures and everything too. I mean, not many people actually, you know, take the time to even take pictures of their project cars sometimes and document the whole process. But the fact of the matter is, since it was such a passion project for you, you know, it's cool that it's all documented.
Yes,
and
sir.
We're further documenting this passion right here.
This thing is just, it's a I guess I call it a build of a lifetime. Like I say, once again, this Parkinson's, you know, you see what it does. It gets better every some days, and every time I look at this, you know, I just keep knowing I can keep going and going and going. So
yep.
This was planning on being my last car built, but now that I got it built and got it, I said, I could probably build one more.
We could do one more.
So we're gonna build I want to build a C cab truck next. I like to C cab, so we're gonna try to do that next.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Well, is there anybody that you want to thank with the project?
You know, I thank my wife a lot. She's a blessing. Like I said, I can't hold bolts sometimes. Some days this stuff ain't as bad, and I can get out there and work all day. And other days it does this all day.
Yeah.
But I got my cousin Lance, who I'd be lost without him. Josh, Nate, Lee, all them guys help out so much. My friend Jay. I'm sure I'm missing a few people, but my brother Lonnie, Nate. Just, you know,
having a support group around the car
helps
you know,
tremendously. They all come over, and then, you know, we wanted to get it done before I got, like I said, before I got this crap. I was able to build a car. I've had a lot of cars rebuilt, and you can knock them out in, you know, 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
Roughly, because I drive a truck for a living, so I'm not always home. And then this one, like I said, it took about, I guess, around 5 years to build it.
Yeah.
I have to really think about it.
But it really gives you good motivation,
does,
you know, having all those people for sure.
Stop being, I don't want to be docile and just sit in the chair all day, so just stay going and you see what we got.
Yeah, the fact that you keep trucking, man, it's the product of true love and passion.
Yeah, hoping this keeps you from getting in trouble.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, we need to make sure that everybody knows this is not sponsored by Pepsi.
Like I said, I love Pepsi.
He loves Pepsi too much. Yeah.
If it was Coke Joe, nobody talked.
Yeah, exactly.
Pepsi Joe.
Hey, well, that is awesome, man. I really appreciate the time, and it was awesome that we were able to meet up and get this done. The weather's gonna end up turning to night for us, but we were definitely blessed with some good weather this morning. So, well, until next time, guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks again to Joe. It was a great morning, awesome drive, and be sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked the video. Maybe leave a comment, you know, wishing well with Joe's next projects and kind of what you think about the car. It's very unique. Never seen a Volkswagen Beetle Gasser, at least I haven't. I'm sure a lot of the internet hasn't either. But until next time, guys, have an awesome day. Thanks for watching.